Welcome to another episode of Down the Barrel Podcast with Jimmy and Dino.
And sometimes Jared.
Down the Barrel Podcast is brought to you by the Minnesota Deer Hunters Association
and Wolf.Report. Wolf.Report, a platform dedicated to elevating the voices of Minnesota hunters, trappers, and outdoor enthusiasts. Join us in advocating for responsible wolf management in Minnesota. Share your reports, photos, and stories, and together we will ensure that they are seen by all.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association, protecting the future of deer and deer hunting through habitat, education, advocacy, and legislation.
So tonight, we're here with Steve Ranella.
I did send that freaking message back to freaking dipshit, but he never gets back to me.
Freaking dipshit. That's what we're calling Callahan now, right? Honestly, I think we bypassed Callahan. I have a new favorite leader crew. I've been watching all of his videos. Clay Newcomb, that Arkansas boy.
Huh.
He's like the bear hunter, like
Okay.
diehard bear hunter.
Really?
He's a badass dude.
He'd probably talk to us then since we're in northern Minnesota.
Right? Well, he recently did an Alaskan bighorn sheep hunt.
Yeah.
Or mountain goat hunt, sorry. Alaskan mountain goat hunt with a bow.
Nice.
Like, he had to get within 40 yards of this fucking mountain goat.
Jesus.
On like the side of a glacier. The thing, he shoots it.
Did it fall under the glacier?
Yeah.
I saw an ad for that the other day.
It was crazy. And then I watched, so he has the Bear Grease podcast also, and he kind of recapped and talked about the behind the scenes.
But it sounds awesome.
Yeah, he talked about like the behind the scenes of that hunt and everything. And thank God the cameraman that was on that trip with him is like a badass rock climber. Like the cameraman's brother is a professional rock climber and he goes with him all the time.
Yeah.
This guy had to like fucking rappel down underneath this glacier, tie off this mountain goat and like haul it out. And it sounded like such a fiasco.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, we need to get him on here.
What's his name? Clay Newsom?
Clay Newcomb. Yeah.
Newcomb.
Yeah. And then, I mean, he's a bear hunter from Arkansas, right?
Which I didn't even know they had bears in Arkansas.
Right.
Oh, fuck yeah.
His son, his name is Bear John Newcomb.
Jesus.
That boy loves some bears.
And they just did a video with his son, Bear, carved his own self bow and took a bear with it.
Really?
It was super cool.
We should do that. We should carve our own bows and just see if we can kill anything with it.
Right.
I'll probably kill myself.
I used to make bows when I was a kid. I mean, they always turned into nunchucks after you shot them for a day, but you could still beat somebody with them.
That's right.
I don't know. I kind of thought that was a good intro there about Newcomb. Are you guys ready?
If you do watch like the Meat Eater podcast, that's like how all the episodes start.
Well, yeah.
They will talk about nothing for 40 minutes and before they get to their topic.
Yeah. And I think that's people love that.
Yep.
Oh, they do. I mean, like if we did this episode right here and left all this in there, people would dig it.
Yep.
I mean, they really would. I'm cool with trying it.
I don't care.
Maybe take out the belching and the
I don't know. I say leave the belching too.
and the fuck words.
Although I feel kind of like saying a lot more of the F words because I watched that NWA show the other day. You ever seen that?
No.
What is it called? It's
Straight
that
out of Compton?
Well, no, it's that show about NWA.
Oh, no.
It's a great show. I mean, especially for an old person like me, you know, back in the 90s. Well, actually, they were before my time. They were like in the 80s.
Yeah.
Great show. And they cussed a lot.
Yeah.
I like, what's that comedian that takes his shirt off? Bert
Kreischer.
And
Love
then
that dude.
his other guy. The other day I watched
Tom Segura.
Yeah, it was on.
He's better than Bert.
It was on
They're both
TikTok.
awesome.
And Tom had his wife there, and she was talking about shitting and something else. And it's like,
Yeah, whenever she's on that podcast, it gets fucking dirty.
yeah, and
Tom's
I'm like,
wife?
yeah, and I'm like,
Tom
oh my-
Segura's wife?
They're talking about like trying.
I'm like, I love that
I got a crush
podcast.
on her just because she's such a...
I need to find the
Naughty girl.
podcast because I only see the stuff on TikTok. But it's like, why don't I listen to that podcast?
Yeah. Well, so we talked about this before, but the roast of Tom Brady.
Right.
And then Tony Hinchcliffe went up and did his little piece. Did you hear his joke about
I don't think
Bert
so.
Kreischer? like Bert's sitting right behind him, and he's like, Bert Kreischer's here. Bert's like the king of comedy. He's like, if the Tiger King and the Liver King only ate Burger King, made a baby that looked like Martin Luther King, got beat up by Rodney King.
Nice.
Oh, Bert. He's the machine.
Oh, God, that's funny.
So, yeah. But anyway, today we're here to talk about our predator hunting setups, right? Because we're heading down to Kansas in just a couple days, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Yep.
Right? I like saying right a lot.
I can't wait.
Pre-ranch.
Pre-ranch edition.
Do we say 2.0?
We could, our 25. Because we went, or 2.0. Because then we're going to have to go 3.0, 4.0,
Yeah,
5.0.
that's true.
Yeah, let's do the 2025 pre-ranch edition.
Pre-ranch.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about what we're taking with us,
Yes.
firearms-wise, basically.
Our setups.
Right.
Our predator
Yes.
setups.
And we got some new things to
I think-
add in this year.
I think we're all taking something new, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
at least
got-
partially.
I've got a couple new things.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Who wants to start?
Well, where do we start? Should we just
yeah.
start with the big one?
The
Firearms.
firearms.
might as well.
All right.
Right.
Dino, you go first.
All right. So I'm bringing two, but my first setup is going to be one that I built. It's an AR 223 Wild. So it was a Bear Creek Arsenal upper. Yeah, Bear Creek Arsenal, they're cheap, but guess what? That's what I did. 18-inch barrel with an Anderson manufacturing lower. So put that together. I changed out the buttstock, grip, everything like that. So shooting a 223 for that. And then my backup or my day gun, more or less, is going to be a Winchester XPR with the Vortex 243. So
Yeah, you didn't bring that last year.
I didn't know, but my other AR is set up for more close quarters.
Right. Self-defense.
Yeah, so it's just got a red dot on it that's only sighted in for like 50 yards. So it's like, I don't want to take that. I want another gun for a good backup. Right. I mean, I guess we'll see how well it does. Otherwise, I may have to make another AR for Kyle.
I think you probably should.
But honestly, I think I'd stick to a bolt action just to have it.
Oh, they're bulletproof.
Yeah. I mean, I was watching a video last night of Predator Pursuit. He actually had a Mossberg, and I want to say it was a 223.
That had to be a Patriot, right?
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Yeah.
It was their Predator one. So it was camo, bronze barrel. Looked pretty sweet. He had a can on it.
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah. So it's pretty nice. But yeah, otherwise, AR for my normal platform, and then Winchester XPR 243. So
nice.
Very nice.
Jay,
Yeah.
what you got?
I'm switching things up this year. I'm only bringing the recurve with me.
We're gonna have to get them in close.
Yeah, just the recurve and flu arrows.
I was gonna say you got to use those arrows.
Flu arrows.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
No, I think we're all bringing two guns this year.
Yeah, I think so.
And we'll talk optics, I'm sure, in a bit. But basically, the digital optics that we're using, they take some getting used to.
Oh, God,
And
yes.
so I think we're all bringing just a different gun with a standard scope for daylight.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm going to bring the Ruger Mini 14 that I had with last year.
Yeah.
And that does also have just a Vortex, maybe a Diamondback, I can't remember, on there. 3x9. So that's what I'll be running during the day. And then at night, I've got an APF slim carbine that I'll be using.
Yeah, that thing's pretty sweet looking.
It is pretty sweet. I did some upgrades on it, and
it's pretty.
it is pretty. I like it.
Really all that
Thank you
matters.
for saying that. It means a lot.
Yeah,
I know.
because
I just wanted to say.
yours is green.
It
tan.
is. It's the OD green, and then I put
Some FDE on
a
it.
lot
Right?
of FDE.
Yeah.
So I've got, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but yeah, I've got like an FDE pick rail mounted bipod on there. And
For those that don't know, that's tan.
yes,
Ish.
yes, right. What does it actually stand for? Full dark earth? Not full.
Flat
Flat
dark earth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, the buttstock. It's an upgraded buttstock that's also that FDE. The mags are FDE.
Right.
It looks pretty good.
It does. That
It's
thing looks nice.
accessorized.
Right?
That's right.
Mine just straight black.
Right.
I do have a stainless barrel, but otherwise mine's just black.
Yeah.
Right.
Although one of these years I might paint it.
We should paint it when we're down there.
Just,
You mean like Cerakote it?
yeah.
I kind of want to just spray paint it, honestly. Let's go to Walmart and just get some stuff. And
I just throw it in the dirt and it'll come back, red.
Right.
Right.
It will down there.
Yeah.
It was funny because I opened up my case from last year, which
Yeah.
I barely have opened it since then. I had like Kansas grass and everything. I was like, man, I should have probably cleaned this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, jumping ahead and, the bog death grips that we all have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can't open mine anymore without it like grinding with that Kansas dirt.
Yep. That'll happen.
Right. But yeah, so that'll be my night gun at APF. I really like that gun.
Yeah.
It's
That thing is sweet.
fun gun to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the look of that one too.
Yeah. Jimmy?
Jimmy?
Oh, I think, my day gun's going to be the same one I took last year. My HM Defense H5 or whatever they call it. That's a 5.56. It just has a 3x9 on it. I don't even remember the brand, but I love that gun. It's so light and easy to carry.
Yeah. Quick trigger.
Quick trigger, very quick trigger. It sees a coyote, it just wants to go. It doesn't hit much, but I tell you what.
It won't wait for you to range it. Let me see. It's at 3. Never mind.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to do your math, okay?
Right? Yeah.
Can't let those things go. But yeah, that one is quick, and it will be again this year, trust me.
Yep.
That's my daytime. Evening, night, I have the APF Varmint. Was it the 2.0 or is it just Varmint?
Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah, it's a 22-250. It has, well, we're not getting into optics yet, but yeah, it's a cool gun.
Yeah.
It's a super heavy gun though.
Yeah, that thing. But man, that thing is. Why am I'm the APF guy. And why don't I have an APF? I'm bringing a third gun.
Uh-oh,
Yeah, I am too.
You're bringing the pistol?
Yep, I'm going to bring the APF AR pistol for a close quarters battle.
Yeah,
because
which we almost had last year.
Yeah, last year we had one, so I'm going to bring that.
Yeah, I'm also bringing a third gun. Well, a third and a fourth. I'm bringing both my Glocks.
Right.
Yeah, I've got the 19. That's my everyday carry. But I'm also going to bring the Glock 20 because I kind of want to see what that would do to a coyote in close quarters.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. And then I've got the Gunfighters Inc. I think they call it the Kenai chest holster. So it keeps it right there,
nice.
really easy to access.
Right, just in case those tarantulas jump out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, shoot one of those at the 10.
Right. Either that or one of the toads.
I didn't see any toads last year.
Yeah, I can't even think of what they're called.
Bullfrogs, aren't they?
No, the horny toads. The horned frogs.
Yeah.
Well, I guess TCU is a horned frogs, but yeah, horny toads. They're pretty cool looking. But
I was looking up regs down in Kansas, just trying to see if there was any other seasons that overlapped with our time down there.
Yep.
Bullfrog season.
No way.
Yep. I think it's a daily limit of 10.
What's the legal firearm for a bullfrog?
I think you actually just net them.
Yeah,
And
net them or you poke them.
Yeah, you can spear 'em.
Bring your trad bow
There you go. That would work.
Do you have bullfrogs in the river? Oh, in the pond you might.
in the pond. Yeah. Yep, in the pond. I mean, you can hear them along the river.
Man, we could eat a bullfrog or two.
Heck yeah,
Probably tastes better than coyote.
I bet they do.
I would imagine.
I bet they smell better.
I like frog legs.
You've eaten frog legs before?
I've eaten frog
haven't?
legs.
I have never eaten frog. Our frogs up here ain't that big, dude.
Well, no, but you've left the state.
I have left the state, but nobody's offered me frog legs. Evidently, Kansas has big old frogs, or what?
Yeah.
I'll eat a frog leg down there.
I've never had a frog leg in Kansas. I think
I don't
it
even
was
care if we cook
Missouri.
it.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, one night we're having frog legs.
There you go.
Jared can pull it
Now
off.
you guys are going to make me get an actual APF rifle, aren't you?
Yeah.
You might as well.
You know what we got right now in stock?
The tactical
I
mermaid.
think
We've got the tactical mermaid.
that is a nice gun.
I know. There is. I do have.
Well, that's not even the one I was going to say.
Oh,
We got the bull shark gray chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor.
6.5
Well,
Creedmoor.
nobody want that's. You could definitely kill a bullfrog with that.
That would be I mean, I read
That's
some
your
stuff.
bullfrog gun.
Right? I read some stuff. I typed in, hey, top coyote calibers, guns, blah, blah, blah. Obviously 223 because it's just all around great caliber, cheap to shoot, goes out there, 400 or 500 yards. 22-250 is the king of all predator calibers. Then they started getting into, the new stuff, 22 ARC, 204 Ruger, 6mm ARC, and then 6.5 Creedmoor. mainly just because of low recoil. It's adaptable and everything. It's everybody's got it. So it's like, okay, if I don't go 22-250, do I do the Creedmoor for a coyote gun to reach out there that much further and that flatter shooting?
Yeah.
It's an idea.
It's not a bad one.
I would say it's not a bad choice.
It's not.
Yeah. I mean, people love to shit on the Creedmoor.
Well, yeah, for sure. I love it too.
Yeah.
I mean, it would. We could probably find the coyote after you shot it if we tracked it for a bit, but
That is true.
Yeah. All right. Well, we covered for sure the day guns,
Yes,
and the night guns.
Right.
What, did you say what your optic is for your daytime?
no. It's just a 3x9. I mean, it's nothing fantastic.
Yeah. Pretty standard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what mine is too.
Yeah. Then nighttime, we're all running variations of the same optic,
Yep.
which
Honestly, I
is
think we all have the
I
same.
think we're all
don't
the
we?
same.
different infrareds though.
True.
Oh,
But we're running the ATN
X-Sight.
X-Sight 4K Pro,
Yep.
right.
314.
3x14.
Yep.
And that's a day and night scope. honestly.
Daytime, nighttime. But if you have never used a digital scope, it's awkward at first.
It really is.
different,
It's-
you know?
Yeah.
If you don't even know what a digital scope is, basically, you're not looking through the scope. You're looking into the scope at a TV screen.
It's like a video camera.
You're looking at a camera screen,
Right.
which gives you all kinds of amazing capabilities and options and everything. But it's weird to get used to getting your sight
100%.
picture right. I don't know. It's an adjustment, and that's why I'm still not to the point where that's going to be my go-to.
Oh, no.
In
No way.
daylight.
No way.
I love it at nighttime,
Yep.
Right.
but yeah, it takes some adjustment for sure.
Yeah, I honestly still have no idea how to work that thing.
I can turn it to night mode.
I know how. I don't even know how to do that yet.
Oh,
I know how to
that.
zoom in on
just
it.
got yours.
Yeah, I just got mine.
The other night, after we got our stuff sighted in, I went home and I was like, okay, it's getting dusk. It's dark. I mean, it was dusk. I was like, okay, night mode. So I switched to night mode, and I didn't have the IR set right, and it wasn't dark enough, but you could definitely tell the difference, especially on the closer trees. And I was like, man, this thing will be pretty sweet at night.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it, because last year all we had was Dad's setup.
Right.
His gun wasn't sighted in. We had just mounted the thing.
Yeah. Basically,
But we
just
all,
trying to scout with.
yeah, but we all looked through it, and there's really, and we didn't have the IR set up on that.
Right.
And I think after that is when we decided we're going to upgrade our IRs.
Right.
So I know, Jim, you and I are running the ATN IR 850 Pro infrareds, and you upgraded to
The Supernova. Yeah. Which I haven't tried it at this distance, but it says it reaches out to 800 meters.
Wow.
Which,
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out when we're done in
That's right.
Kansas, because we'll have those longer shots.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to. I think it'll be really cool.
As long as we can tell the difference between a calf and a coyote.
I hope you can.
I hope he can too.
I hope so too, because last year I had a shot like that and I didn't get to take it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
I should have trusted you.
my favorite thing about these, sorry, did I cut you off?
No, that's cool.
Well, so my favorite thing about these digital scopes, these ATNs, is the ballistic calculator.
That is pretty
That they have
cool.
built
Once
in.
you get to
But
it.
you know how to
Yeah.
use it. Yeah.
Right, right. Once you get your scope zeroed in, at 100 yards, and then you go into your ballistic calculator, you punch in the ballistics of the ammunition you're using. It's a 53 grain muzzle velocity of whatever.
Yep.
Then you can just dial your scope. Say, I got a Yodi out there at 300 yards. I dial up to 300, and it just re-zeros for you at 300.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that dial on the side will change from zoom to distance?
Yes.
But you have to be in that
You have
ballistic
to just
calendar to
switch
do
to
that.
there's a setting or a feature called distance entry. So
Okay.
you go over to that, and that'll do
Okay.
your distance instead of your zoom.
But another cool thing about those ATNs is they have different reticles,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
you can put up to where you can have those marks ready to go on there.
Yeah, you can have the hashes on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can change the colors too.
Right.
Right.
Because mine set the green. I think you guys have red or something.
When I looked through mine, I think mine was a yellow for.
Really?
I don't know. I got to change mine.
Yeah, you're going to want to play with it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're planning to use it mostly at night. I see the red better at night. You know, the green I see better during the day.
Yep.
Right. And that's the only time I've used mine so far. So maybe that's why I said it's green.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really cool scopes.
Well, we'll find out.
Right. See how well they work.
Yeah. Because, I mean, eventually it would be kind of cool to upgrade to even a thermal overall.
Right.
But, man, there's a barrier to entry when it comes to thermals.
It's called being poor.
Right. Cash.
But to help us out with that, we might have a good contact.
That's right. We might even be swinging by their headquarters.
I mean, we totally could. I did mention that. I mean, they're in Kansas City. We're talking about Athlon Optics.
Yeah. So they've got a really good entry level. I call it entry level. Maybe it's a little bit better than entry.
I don't know.
But seems like entry level thermal.
Yeah.
At a good price.
$600, something like that.
I think retail is probably closer, a little bit more.
7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah, I want to say 8 was $850, something right around there, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
And that's their lower end thermal.
yeah, and that's just thermal.
Yep.
That's nighttime only.
Yep. So I mean that is one. If you're getting into a lot, you're going to do, always night hunting. Obviously, thermal is the way to go.
Yep.
Right.
Watch a lot of videos. Everybody has success at night. Everybody has success during the day. So it kind of depends on your area, what you like to hunt, what you have the availability to hunt. So. But yeah, well, I guess we'll see how these day-night scopes do, and
Yeah.
it'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's going to be
excited.
fun. Yeah, it should be a good time.
I mean, it gives us that much more time to hunt while we're there.
Right.
We're only there for
Extended.
4 or 5 days,
Something like that.
Yeah.
And, when the sun goes down, we had to stop. Yep. Now we don't have to.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was always like that last 20 minutes of shooting
That's when we saw them.
is when we saw them.
So this will let us extend it another hour or two minimum,
Oh, yeah. We could go all night if we wanted
Right.
to.
If we're seeing them for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Depending on how good those lights work.
Yeah.
Our lights.
If we're not seeing the coyotes, we just look for the bullfrogs.
Boom.
Can't imagine what a 223 would do to a bullfrog.
20.
You might be able to only find a leg.
Those legs would be
leg.
cooked when you got there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ready to eat.
Right.
Calls.
Yeah.
I think we're the only two with calls.
Yep.
Jimmy just uses ours.
I just mooch off you guys.
Yeah.
We just we shoot Jimmy in the leg and he squeals and they come running.
Yep. So I'm running a simple setup, just the Primo's Dog Catcher 2. I really like it. It's simple. It's easy. And I mean, it still has, I think, the controller to the receiver. I think it's 100 to 150 yard distance. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the volume on it works really well. So I do like yours. You have a lot more settings and I can run in conjunction, I think, 3 different calls where I think you can program yours a little bit more.
Oh yeah. I think I can program up to like 15.
Yeah. And I like yours because you have an LCD screen or LED screen to where you can see at night or, when it's dark out, but
right. Yeah. And I'm running the Johnny Stewart Executioner call.
Yeah, that thing's nice.
Yeah. And they both work great. And I love having the 2 calls because we can kind of play off of each other.
Right.
Like we can get kind of those, like I could be playing some coyotes fighting and you could be playing that prey species that's just squealing in the middle.
Yep.
I think it works pretty well.
I thought it worked pretty good.
Yeah.
And I just say, here, coyote, 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 coyote.
Come here. Come here.
Jump right over our backs almost.
Right? Yep. That's what did it.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
And then not really calls, but decoys. We've got the Mojo. They call it the fuzzy critter.
I call it the tickler.
Tickler.
Yeah,
That's right.
tickler.
Which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a little cylinder covered in fake fur. And then it's got this tail piece that sticks up into the air and just spins around intermittently.
Yeah, that thing was cool.
Yeah. Well, they dogs came running into that.
Fixate
that's
on
what,
that.
Yep. And that's what I think the biggest benefit is they're so fixated on that decoy that they don't see you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Which is awesome. But yeah. And then, of course, the wildlife research, Yodi juice.
Yodi juice.
That helps.
Don't spray it on yourself.
Yeah, don't do that.
You might be attacked.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that firsthand. And then wildlife research, the scent control, scent elimination.
Yes, we'll have some of that.
Yep. we'll have some of that with us as well.
Yeah, that's mostly for the bunkhouse, but
Pretty much.
Generally, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Or your boots, Jared.
And then, like you, yeah, his boots. Like you mentioned, we're running the bog death grip tripods.
Yeah.
You know, they're easy. They work really well.
And when your gun weighs 15 pounds, it's nice to have.
It is so nice to have because you didn't have one last year.
No, I used your dad's.
Yeah, but that first day or so, you didn't have one.
Right.
You didn't borrow his yet. You were struggling to hold your gun up the whole time.
Right. It was nice to be able to clamp it in and let it sit there when we were doing other things.
Yep. You're just hands-free hunting.
Hands-free, until something shows up and then you grab it and you're ready to go.
Yeah. And I'm doing that a little differently this year. I'm definitely going to have the bog death grip for, our evening hunts when we're truly set up in a stand. We're not really mobile. During the day, I don't think I'm going to bring it with me. It was a lot to carry around.
Yep.
When you're counting all the calls and everything.
Right. And just like that first night when we were there, it was nice to just run and gun like I was doing.
Yeah.
See a coyote 500 yards and just let her have it.
Shooting.
Yep.
Okay, I got a little excited, but whatever.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna have that during the day. Just be a little more mobile. And,
I think the nighttime is the best time for that evening.
Yeah.
Calling. We got a good spot.
Yep.
I think daytime, like you said, maybe move around.
Yeah, do a few minutes sits here and there, and just keep moving around.
Right.
And whatnot. And
I mean, there's 3,500 acres. I think we can find something.
And do a lot more glassing and whatnot. And speaking of that, so I've got the binos that I'm bringing, which I've had a couple of years now, are loophole. Not exactly sure if it's BX1 or 2, but it's 10 by 52 or 10 by 40, somewhere right around there. The loophole, I don't know.
Yeah,
they're nice and clear.
Yeah, and then I've got the Bushnells. I think it's the Bushnell trophies.
Yeah, I think so.
And they're 10 by 42.
Yeah,
and then Jimmy's got whichever ones he borrows from us, right?
No, I usually use my Samsung S21 Ultra with 100x zoom. Works great with my glasses.
Yeah, it does work pretty good.
It does actually work great. I use that.
It doesn't work great with your glasses because half the time you got your glasses pulled down.
Well, when I see something, then I got to like move them aside and let me see what the heck that is.
Right.
Old. It's a badger. Yeah, I am old. Yeah, laugh it up, Chuckles. You'll get there.
And I got a new, not that anybody cares, but this new Bulldog BDT case.
Hey, they're nice cases.
They are nice cases. They got all sorts of pockets. Yeah, they can fit 2 guns.
I'm going to put an extra one in there. I don't even know which one yet.
And I've got a sweet set of sweet patches on it. My favorite patch is probably one of the Top Gun patches, Talk to Me Goose. That's my first front patch on there.
We're such dorks.
Because I say that a lot.
But I just like the one with the Bigfoot on mine that says, I hate people.
I know. Yep. I got that one especially for you.
Yeah.
Then, of course, I got Whiskey Tango Foxtrot on there. You got to have that.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know we were talking gun cases.
But I don't know. I just brought it.
Well, you got one of those too, don't you? We all three got one.
I'm just going to use the crusty sock I found in the corner of Dean's office.
Oh, the big gun. Yeah, that thing's 42 inches. Dude, you imagine how crusty that thing is.
Oh, my.
No, we did all we're dorks.
We are dorks.
We all bought matching gun cases. And
it's kind of...
Then we had to get patches to differentiate them.
Yeah, pretty much.
They were on sale. And it was
and they are nice gun cases.
They're very nice.
Hey, they're
down in Kansas, you need it because it is dirty down there.
Well, and it's at FDE, so you won't show the dirt as much.
Right. Well, and it's a 2 long gun case, but I have fit 6 guns in mine. I've had 2 long guns and 4 handguns.
Wow, yeah.
It's got the space for it.
Well, what I like about it is it's also got the backpack set up on it, so you can use a backpack. So honestly, during the day, if we're only taking 1 gun with us, you just take the 1 gun. Whereas a backpack, a little bit more mobile.
Right.
And then if you're laying down, if you have a bipod, which you're the only one that does, then you could lay down on and use as a pad. So that's kind of the cool thing. It's pretty versatile.
It is
for what it is. You know?
It's a sweet little case.
Yeah.
The only other thing I had written down was choice of ammo.
Right.
I don't know. For my 223, I'm running mainly Winchester, 55 grain, and then I do have some Federal. But I'm mainly running that Winchester. That's a varmint, so it's got a little bit different head to it. But That's mainly my run.
Yeah, I think I am shooting Winchester my 5.56, but it's nothing special. It's not varmint. It's just regular target
Just
round
regular
junk.
hardball. Yeah.
For the 22-250, I do have the Hornady Varmint Express, I think it's called, or something like that.
Yeah, the VMAX.
VMAX, yeah.
Oh, that's what I
You
got.
might have the Varmint Express. I don't know. I think they're different.
I'm running
I'm
the
not
Winchester Varmint 80 grain for the 243. I don't know if it's
80 grain.
I don't know if it's.
I think I went with 50 grain for my 22-250.
Probably.
Yeah.
Now I got to look. Whoops. That's
Well,
not that one.
I'm also Hornady, 53 grain VMAX Superformance for the 223. I really like those rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's just Varmint Predator for the 243.
Okay.
Super X.
Super X.
I don't know.
Right.
That means you're going to get so many extra.
Right? I would love to shoot a coyote with a 243.
Well, you might get a chance this year.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
Now so you shoot some bullfrogs.
Right? I just want to shoot a coyote. Although I am going to bring, I'm probably during the day for sure, obviously, because I can see better during the day because my camera isn't that good. I'm probably going to do a little bit more video on a lot of our sits, see if we can get some, good footage and stuff. And I think it'd be great for the YouTube channel. Just do
we're
little
definitely going to
clips.
try to do more video this year,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
In season 2.
Right.
Definitely
well, and
more
that's something else we could talk about. The ATNs, the digital scopes that we'll be running at night, they record video.
Right.
That's right.
So
They got
we'll-
that recoil.
Yeah, recoil activated video. It's awesome. But then on the day guns, I at least will have my Tacticam Solo Extreme.
Yeah.
Try to get some footage. I forgot to turn it on last year.
Yeah, I didn't have that written down.
information.
I will, as soon as I find my charger, I will probably have the Tacticam 6.0 and 5.0, possibly even the original.
How many cameras do you need? You can mount them all to your gun,
I want to get all
That'd be
angles.
so cool if you had all 3 of them out.
I want to get all angles.
right?
Right? I think I'm just going to bring a friggin' video camera.
I'll probably just bring, honestly, I think I only have the gun mount for the 6.0, but I might bring the 5.0 because I got the remote for it. Might be able to set that up on a little tripod and kind of set that out. Yeah. I watched, speaking of Predator Pursuit again, it'd be great if they'd sponsor us. I watched a couple of shots last night with them. So they've got their call out there and they got a tickler on it because it's all one unit. And then they put a little GoPro about 10 yards from it. And of course, it's so wide angle.
Right.
And it was pretty cool because they, you got the coyote coming in. Actually, this one, no, it still was a coyote, came into the call, backed away, and then the GoPro picked him up.
Yeah.
So then they did, they shot him. So the regular version, and then they did the GoPro version. Let me tell you, that was cool.
Well, I was going to ask, do either of you have a GoPro?
I do not.
Negative.
Yeah, I don't either.
Only have a Tacticam.
Because I guess now is a good time to announce the secret weapon we're bringing this year.
There we go. Yes.
And it'd be really cool to mount the GoPro to it.
It would be.
That would be so cool.
That would be
Especially if
awesome.
it got smoked.
Maybe we should mount the 6.0 to it because I think that 6.0 I have has more of a wider
Does it?
angle.
Yeah.
Or maybe I have the wide angle on my 5.0.
Do you
I'll have to look.
have a
I do.
remote
For the
to-
5.0, I do.
All right.
I'm sure we can figure out something.
That'd be cool. So, the secret weapon that we're talking about, courtesy of the Isanti chapter of the Minnesota Deer Hunters Association, we're bringing the bug-eyed fawn to Kansas.
Right. And this thing is primed and ready to be coyote hunting with us.
I can't imagine a better decoy to put out there.
I
We're
really can't
going to
either.
put our calls right underneath it. I'm going to put the tickler right on its ass end.
Oh, there you go. That's
That'd be
brilliant.
You know,
sweet.
and then I want to put a GoPro around its neck.
We may have to get like a camel jacket for it or something.
Camo. We want it to
I
stick
want it to
out.
look like a fawn.
Okay, well then we'll have to take off the sombrero and the poncho.
Yeah, it's necklaces and it's poncho and all that.
Yeah,
are
It's
gonna
going
have to
on
come off.
natural out there with the coyotes. They're gonna,
Right. Yeah.
and we're gonna have to like protect this thing.
Right.
Yeah, the coyotes need to be shot before they get to the fawn.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be
So,
good.
so we might have some pretty cool footage of the bug-eyed fawn
Right.
That would be
doing
cool.
doing some work.
I'll have to. Yep. You know what? We should take the little tripod from here and I know I have a mount that'll work for the 5.0.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna set that up.
Yeah. And then I think we only use the bug-eyed fawn when we're hunting outside the pasture, because I think the cattle would just trample them.
They might go at it. They might go at it, thinking it's a coyote or something.
And during the daytime when it's safe, so we can see what's actually going on. Because it would be our luck. It's like, okay, we're done. We pack everything up. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to get the fawn.
You
and then
hear that snarling?
Right, and it's just ate up.
Yeah,
we'll glue it back together.
We might get in trouble if next year when we auction this thing off, this pile of like fuzz.
Just the board it's mounted to and a little bit of deer hair.
Yep, that is the secret weapon. It'll be riding in the back seat with you the whole time.
All the way to Kansas, southern Kansas, damn near Oklahoma.
Yep.
Pretty much.
It's going to be a fun ride.
Mm-hmm. We should have somebody back there this time to keep company.
Right. Yeah, you can talk to it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell it all my stories.
Right.
Somebody listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I really do. I think that's going to be a great decoy.
Honestly, I think it's going to be so good, we're not going to want to give it back.
I know.
You know what's even cool about it is it's the first time I guarantee it's ever been to Kansas.
I can guarantee that.
I bet it's the first time.
And Iowa. And Missouri.
I bet it's the first time it will be actively used to hunt.
Right.
Yep.
You know, I might
Repurpose.
even strap one of the Glocks to it, let it defend itself.
I don't know if that's a carry permit.
Down there, you don't need one.
Oh, yeah,
There
it's
you go.
Kansas. I forget.
Yep, you don't need one.
Just open carry.
Yep.
Open carry. Bug-eyed fawn, open carrying, 10 mil.
God, that'd be cool. We should deck it out like Rambo.
Right.
Totally. Get some face paint for it.
Oh, we could definitely put the chest holster on it.
Boom. Maybe we should get some body armor.
It might need it.
Some of our shots might be a little astray.
Yeah.
Jimmy, make sure you're on the coyote, not the fawn.
Yeah, so we're going to have another ranch edition coming up here.
Yes.
So we're going to probably do some recording while we're down there.
I'm hoping so. We might
Audio.
even be able to do some audio and recording while we're on a sit.
Yeah.
On a
Right.
stand. Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the time when we're hunting, it's out there 300-400 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
So, although when we do that, usually they come up over our back.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we'll get some good footage, and we'll get some little bit of recording on the way down. Definitely do a ranch edition while we're there.
Right.
Get some sweet photos, and then
Similar to last time.
I think it'd be great. We're a week earlier, or maybe a couple weeks, maybe only a week.
I don't even remember.
But temps.
They're going to be warm.
They're going to be warm. It'll be warm in the here for sure.
Right.
Honestly, I'm kind of hoping that we bring some rain with us.
Right.
Even if it doesn't rain while we're there, maybe it'll rain when we leave because they are in desperate need of some moisture. They've had quite a few fires locally,
Have they?
very locally. So they are. We need to do a little rain dance for them while we're there.
Here you go.
So get it some rain.
Well, that'd be nice. I think Sunday when we're down there, it's supposed to be only in the 60s, and I think that was cloudy,
nice.
so there was a chance, maybe some rain.
Yeah, I know Saturday they talked about Saturday or Sunday they talked chance of rain. So hopefully we can bring that with us. Isn't there is there a solar eclipse going on like the 29th?
I swear every time we go down there, there's some kind of weird solar
I know,
eclipse.
whatever day that is. What day is that? What day is the 29th?
That would be like Sunday?
Saturday.
I don't know.
Probably
Somebody's
the
looking at that.
27th, which is Thursday.
So maybe the
29th
Saturday.
is Saturday. Yep,
Yeah.
you're right.
So there's going to be another eclipse?
I guess so. That's what I saw the other day. Now I got to look it up.
That's
just to
weird.
verify.
I know last time we done there was eclipse.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to look because maybe
I remember all the road signs saying "Be prepared."
Be prepared.
solar
People pulling
eclipse
off.
March of 2025, March 29th.
Another solar
Although
eclipse.
this one might be more visible Europe. Okay, so it does say much in North America.
We are in North America.
Let's see what it says. Okay, it just like ran away on me. So we might not see much of it.
So you're saying we don't get to use our night vision during the day?
Guess not. Where
Bummer.
will it be visible? Eastern horizon for the dish. Okay, so we might not see it.
Well, we barely saw the one that we were supposed to see last year. That was like supposed to be blackout.
Yeah. Extreme Eastern Canada, Northeastern U.S. Okay. The best views.
Yeah.
So we might kind of just barely see you.
Yeah. Nothing really.
That was a really fun edition of Sit Tight while Deano Googles Shit.
Right. Pretty much. We should make that like a
Deano Googles Shit.
Yeah, exactly. And then have like one of those. Do we have it on here?
I don't know.
Darn it. That's like, we need one of those,
Ooh, that was like
I know, that was like really
that's
loud.
our intro.
Yeah, that was
intro
way
music.
loud. I thought it was going to be a lot quieter.
That was kind of cool, though.
I was thinking more like this has been a test of the emergency broadcast system.
This is where Deano Googles shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, sorry. That first one was like really loud.
No, I like it. I think that's going to be a staple.
It could be.
Deano Googles Shit.
Yeah.
You still got that ready?
Silence. Yeah.
Which one?
I have it ready.
What's the coyote population in Kansas?
Deano Googles Shit.
I'm not as fast with my Google girlfriend as you are.
All right. Can you just ask Siri?
Your head's not bobbing right now. There's something wrong with you.
Okay, so it looks like 2023. Ooh, coyote pup in Kansas. Oh, I don't know if it'll tell me. What part of Kansas has the most coyotes? Eastern 2/3 of the state.
That's not us.
Nope. I don't know if it tells me, honestly. I'm looking. Come on, KDWP. Don't fail me now. Okay, it won't tell me.
All right.
No, it doesn't tell me.
That's all right.
Dino's
Moral of the
Googling
story.
shit doesn't work.
Yeah. Our music ran out anyway, so
We come back, what, the 31st?
I guess we're going to have to work on this, huh?
We are.
I think that was great.
Yeah, okay.
We got to work on the volume of it.
Yeah.
Seems kind of loud.
So we come back the 31st, right?
Sure.
So come March 31st,
Yep.
population will, this is a promise, be less than it is today.
Yeah, let's leave it at that. Less. We're not going to say how many less.
We'll let you know during the actual ranch edition.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to killing some coyotes, maybe some bullfrogs, and you tell me that pond has bass in it. I'm catching me some Kansas bass, and I'm having a fish fry.
Definitely bringing my 10-car rod.
I don't know what
Did
that
you
is.
say? Yeah. What's it?
Jesus.
What's
It's a
it?
10-car.
Yeah.
Is it a fly rod?
It's like a Japanese style of fly fishing. It's basically it's a telescoping rod, so it packs down like into the handle.
You got like two of those?
I have one 10-car. I've got like 9
I'm
fly
stopping at
rods.
Cabela's to get
I bet we've got rods at the house.
Yeah. But then it doesn't have a reel, so it's a fixed length of line.
Right.
So they're just super compact. And
That's really all you need.
right. So I'm thinking of bringing that.
Dude, we should try catch a bass.
Yeah.
How great would that be?
Bass and bullfrog for dinner.
Bass and bullfrog.
Yeah.
And coyote.
Steve Vernilli ate coyote.
Yeah.
He even cooked it outside on a rock, I think.
I will try it.
I will not try a Kansas coyote. I'm sorry. I will not.
No?
I will try it by a cooked professional.
I
You're
would
looking at one.
Mhm.
I've got my Serve Safe certification.
Okay. So he's going to cook for
expired,
us.
but-
You heard this. If we get something, he's cooking for us, right? Whatever we kill.
Yeah.
Buzzard, whatever.
There we go. We're eating coyote tongue.
We're eating buzzard.
No,
Buzzard and bullfrog.
There's very few things out there you can't eat. Animals that you can't eat.
All right.
Just cook it well enough.
We're going to, it's
skunk.
going to be, this ranch edition is going to be great because we're going to be eating this stuff and
you go.
recording it.
Yeah, your mom's got a crock pot, right?
Yeah.
All right.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You can do some
eating
slow
out.
cooked coyote.
Slow cooked
cooked
coyote.
Pulled coyote.
Pulled coyote
burgers.
sandwiches.
There you go.
Some baby,
Yeah.
baby
Yeah, I
rays.
think I might lose weight on this trip.
Yeah, we might actually be pretty sick when we get back.
Only one way to find out.
Turn into a.
Although if you drink enough whiskey while you're eating it, you're probably fine. You'll kill a lot of that.
That is true.
Yeah.
Man,
I guess you bring up a good point. The other secret weapons we're going to be bringing down.
Well, the only secret weapon I think we have to bring down in that class is premium, right?
Yeah, Grain Belt Premium.
Because they don't have that down there.
Nectar of the Gods, and unfortunately, you can't get it in Kansas.
You cannot get it in
You
Kansas.
cannot.
Everything else, I think you can source, but that you cannot.
Yeah, so I don't know where you guys plan on putting your bags and your guns because the bed of the truck is claimed.
Right?
Yep. At least I'll be able to pick up my beer down there.
Well, mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere.
Right.
Pretty much.
Nobody cares about it.
It's because everybody loves it.
That's right.
See,
I do love me some
it's
Coors.
nationwide.
Right.
Yeah, I do love me some Coors.
Yep.
I got to do a VIP tour of the Coors plant
Yeah.
a number of years ago.
Oh,
It was
yeah?
a lot of
What's
fun.
a VIP tour?
It was part of this conference thing that I went to, and at the start of the conference, everyone got to go on like different field trips, and people were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go hiking at Red Rocks Amphitheater or whatever," and one of them was to go do a VIP tour of the Coors plant.
Heck yeah.
And so I signed up for that one.
Well, yeah.
And basically, the only difference between the normal tour and the VIP tour is on the normal tour, I think you get like a beer while you're touring the plant.
Yep.
Every single person on that tour left there with 10 beers. Like during the tour, had 10 beers.
Nice.
And then it ends, you're like, leave their tasting room. And to get back to the front door, they have one of those swirly slides. So you go down this slide and you walk out the front door and get back on the bus.
That's awesome.
It was pretty great.
I think as a kid, of course, I couldn't drink. Obviously, because I was too young. We toured the Budweiser plant, and then I want to say we went to the Coors one as well. Dad would have to correct me on that, but I swear if we didn't hit the Coors one, I know we drove by it. But we did go to the Budweiser one because we saw the Clydesdales and stuff like that. But I was too young to sample anything. Sucks. But
Yeah.
Too bad
So,
we're in
It's a
Germany.
shame.
I know now
Right.
I'm going back. We're going back.
Where was it?
Let's see. Well, Coors is Golden, Colorado. And the Budweiser one, I think at that time, I swear it was just like north of there. I could be wrong.
Well,
I don't think it was Nebraska.
I mean,
think it was
Budweiser
Colorado.
Field or Budweiser Stadium or whatever is in like Fort Collins, Loveland area.
Yeah. I think it's Fort Collins.
I think it might be. I don't know. Fort Collins is so known for
That's
their
like-
micro brews.
Isn't that north though
Yeah.
of Denver?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a hell of a drive from where we are, dude.
It's not
Right.
that bad.
It's not that bad.
Just a little detour.
Just a little detour.
You didn't play the music.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jimmy's Googling.
I don't know.
Deano's Googling shit.
Oh,
other one.
The red one. Do the red one.
Yeah. There it is.
There we go.
Deano Googles shit.
Will they tell me? Come on.
Where's
Oh,
Budweiser?
God, I gotta enter all this stuff. Well, St. Louis, Missouri, but it wasn't there.
You need to be better at this.
I do. Man, I am not good at Google. I tell you that.
That's
Can't you
what it
just
is.
ask your phone?
In Colorado,
We could do like
Budweiser,
Deano.
Fort Collins,
Oh,
Colorado.
there you go.
Yeah.
So you guys are right.
Yep.
Because I saw a show at, I can't remember, is it Budweiser Stadium or something?
Yeah,
'Cause
I know we
lived
went
up
there.
in that area for the last 2 years. I was in Colorado.
Although we could probably hit a brewery or something in Kansas City when we drive through there.
I'm sure those exist. Maybe there might be one right next to Athlon.
There might be.
If there's not, it would be close.
If there's not, we'll start one.
Yes.
Yeah. Kyo beer.
Kyle beer. There we go. But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be a fun trip.
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah. I mean, we're having this much fun already and we're not even there yet.
Right. We're not leaving until Thursday morning.
Yeah.
So,
That's right.
Yeah, we'll leave it early.
yeah, we'll be down in Kansas in time to go for a hunt.
Technically, yes.
Wow.
Go.
We got infrared scopes.
Boom.
Yeah.
We can get there
So
at
we could.
midnight and still go for a hunt.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Other than the long drive, which really isn't that bad.
Hey, maybe we see a coyote on the way down.
You know, you're the one who has to do it, so I'm
Pretty
glad you don't
much.
think it's bad. I just sleep in the back with the fawn.
Pretty much. we may have to put the fawn in the backpack so that way it stays safe.
Oh, it'll be safe.
You're worried about me.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta have the fawn out for pictures, though, man.
That's
Right?
true. That is
That
true.
whole drive down there, that fawn head is just going to be sticking its head out the window like your,
Oh man,
like your
we can't-
Labrador.
I don't think we can stick it out the window.
I don't think it would have ears
Fly
left.
All right, just at a couple stoplights, we'll
Right.
peek it out at the car
Exactly.
next door.
Right, so if you guys see the bug-eyed fawn on the way down, Say hi.
We may have to stop in Iowa at the Iowa rest stop, take a picture. Then the Missouri rest stop, take a picture with it. Can you imagine people driving by and there's 3 idiots out there with a dead fawn mounted? Man,
Yeah, we make it the cops go.
Only imagine. Yep.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a good trip.
yeah, nope, it will be.
Another great year.
Yep,
And another great ranch edition, I'm sure.
That's right. I'm going to ride a horse this year. I'm going to get branded. I'm bringing my cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just I'm gonna really look like an idiot out
Yeah,
there.
you are.
I'm gonna wear my Daisy Dukes and my cowboy boots and my cowboy hat
It's going to be warm enough.
and just cut off tee.
Not even
That
care
might be-
about
Maybe
it.
just a loincloth.
That might be our new. Well, I was gonna say that would be our new cover photo, but then we said loincloth. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, well, I think our cover photo right now is from Kansas.
It is.
So we're going to have to take another one.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Mhm.
Yep. And we had Coors in that one and a premium.
That's
I
right.
wanna
We
say.
did.
I think we took it on the first day before we ran out of premium.
We did. Yeah. Yep. So
For sure.
Won't make that mistake again.
nope.
You better do better beer math.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. I'm excited.
Right.
Yeah,
So a
be
lot of
great.
calves on the ground already too.
Is there?
So yep, we got to protect them.
That's why we're going.
That's right.
Do superhero shit.
Yep.
My goal is to get a picture of the 3 of us behind just a stack of them. Not the calves.
I was like,
Coyotes.
like afterbirth or what?
Just a stack of coyotes and bullfrogs.
That'd be great.
And bass.
Maybe a couple bass.
I'm going to catch me a
And
bass.
apparently a buzzard.
Make my whole trip
Yep,
if I catch a
buzzard.
Kansas bass out of a mud hole.
Hey, it's a good pond, man.
It is a good pond.
It's a good pond.
Yeah. I might have to go for a swim in it this year.
80 degrees, you could. Might
Yeah.
be Crocs in that sumbitch, though. I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
The only downside is getting out of it
Shit,
because
we
it's
can
so
eat some
muddy.
gator too,
I'd eat a gator.
right?
Gator's good.
I watched a video last night when I was falling asleep. These guys caught a 12-foot 9-inch gator.
How'd they catch a gator?
I think they threw like a whole chicken carcass on a hand line,
We should do that in a pond.
pulled it up, fought it, got it up to the side of the boat, and then shot it.
We'll do
That
it.
thing was massive. It
That'd be kinda
looked
cool.
pretty tasty.
Yeah. We got to order us a gator.
Yeah.
Right.
Eat
4th
it.
of July.
There we go. Crawfish boil and gator.
Gator. Let's do it.
Smoke a gator
a
and do
gator.
a crawfish
Smoke a
boil.
gator. I'll smoke a gator.
I'll smoke a coyote.
We got to get a coyote
And
first.
then we'll
Yeah.
compare.
I want to get a coyote. I'd eat a Minnesota coyote. I don't know about those Kansas cows. Those
Yeah,
things
they
kinda
are pretty
skanky.
infested with
They're skanky.
Kansasness.
Kansas.
What it's not mange,
Right?
It's Kansasness.
That's Kansasness. That is funny.
What is Kansasness?
Right.
Siri.
You definitely got to look out for that Kansasness.
I kind of like this music. Maybe this should be
I do
our
too.
new. We could like just go out with it too, and I wouldn't even have to edit it in then.
There you go.
If you could say the disclaimer and stuff every time.
Yeah, right. Like I'd get it right every time.
I don't know. I feel like the audio wouldn't be as good because my voice or my mouth keeps getting closer and further
Right,
from the
'cause
mic.
you're rocking and rolling.
Dancing
Because
so
you're
hard.
dancing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing why we don't have this on video because
Right.
we're dancing.
Yeah, 'cause we're losers.
Like 3 idiots just bobbing heads.
Anywho,
What is that? Night at the Roxbury?
pretty much. I can't move my head like that
I'll pop a neck.
I got
Pop my
headphones
neck
on.
muscle.
because we're professionals.
Right. All right.
So yeah, I think that's our pre-ranch edition.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Look forward to our ranch edition coming out next, where we'll probably have some colorful insight while we're down there.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Premium infused, of course.
Well, of course.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other way to do it when you're ranching.
You have to
Because
do
you're
it.
ranching.
That's
Right.
right. Right. We got to get back in that mode.
Yeah.
I will eat a bullfrog live on air.
Are you going to cook it?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to get that on video.
I'm going to get a bullfrog now. I'm getting a
Yep,
bullfrog.
exactly.
now.
I will run after one and catch it. Like, you got to eat it. That'd be awesome.
And we're getting that on video for everybody listening.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Is that it?
yeah. Tune in next time for Ranch Edition.
Talk to you in Kansas.
Right. Later.
See ya.
Minnesota Deer Hunters Association has been building our hunting and conservation legacy over the past 40 plus years through habitat, education, advocacy, and legislation in Minnesota for Minnesota.
The Minnesota Deer Hunters Association and Wolf Report proudly sponsor this podcast. However, please note that the opinions, topics, and guests featured may not necessarily align with the views, beliefs, goals, or missions of our sponsors.
Views expressed by Jimmy and Deano and podcast guests are solely their own and do not represent the Minnesota Deer Hunters Association and Wolf Report.